Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. A lot of us are always confused between baking soda and baking powder. Which one to use, what is the difference, how much to use and what not. In this video, I'll be clearing out all your confusions by telling you what is the difference between baking soda and baking powder. Let's begin. Okay, now here I have both baking soda and baking powder in a bowl. Baking soda is also known as sodium bicarbonate. And in baking powder, the main ingredient is baking soda, along with some acidic agent and cornstarch. Now, the easiest way to find the difference between baking soda and baking powder is by touching the product. Now here I have taken baking soda. I'm taking some product in my hand and I'm rubbing it off with my fingers. You can see that there is nothing stuck on my fingers. There is no residue left on my fingers, which means it is baking soda. Also, baking soda almost looks like salt. It almost looks like salt. Now this is baking powder. Baking powder looks like a talcum powder, and if you rub it through fingers, you can see that there is some residue left in your fingers. Its texture is almost like talcum powder, and baking soda's texture is almost like salt, the salt which we use for cooking. Now let's get to know more about these ingredients. Baking soda is always used for an instant rise of your dish. The moment you add any acidic agent into your dish, the baking soda immediately starts reacting and it rises. Some of the examples of acidic agent would be vinegar, buttermilk, lime juice, etc. Stay tuned for the entire video because I will be showing you how baking soda reacts when you add an acidic agent into it. I will also be showing you the reaction of baking powder as well. Now talking about baking powder does its job twice. First, when you add a liquid content on the baking powder, and second, when your dish inside which you have put baking powder goes into an oven or when it comes in contact with heat. As I have previously mentioned that baking powder contains baking soda, acidic agent and cornstarch, you do not need to add an acidic agent externally on top of this powder for this to react. You can simply add water or milk to this powder and this will immediately give its first reaction. We'll be seeing it soon. Now suppose you're referring a recipe and if it mentions that it's using baking soda but you have only baking powder, or if it mentions that you need to use baking powder but you have only baking soda, then you do not need to worry. Instead of baking powder you can use baking soda, and instead of baking soda you can also use baking powder. Now how to replace it, what's the quantity ratio, I will tell you now. Now suppose if you're referring a recipe which says you need to add 1 teaspoon baking powder, but you do not have baking powder and you have baking soda, in that case you need to add 1 teaspoon baking soda plus 1 teaspoon lime juice or vinegar. Now suppose your recipe is mentioning that you need to add 1 teaspoon baking soda, but instead of baking soda you have baking powder, then 1 teaspoon baking soda equal to 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Now let's see how baking soda reacts and what do we add to it so that it reacts. Into a glass, I'm adding baking soda around 1 to 1.5 teaspoons. Into it, I'm adding around 1 to 2 teaspoons of vinegar. You can see how immediately it reacts due to the acidic agent in the vinegar. We can see the air bubbles. You can also use lime juice, but you cannot add water. Baking soda will not react only with water, we need acidic agent. Coming to baking powder. Again, I have taken a fresh glass. Into it, I am adding around 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, into this baking powder, I am simply adding plain water. See the reaction. It gave similar reaction as how baking soda reacted for vinegar. Why so? Because baking powder already contains baking soda plus an acidic agent. So all you need to do is add plain water or plain milk. I hope I was able to clarify all your doubts. If you have any further doubts, then please put it down in the comment section. And if you liked this video, then please hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then do subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.